Y'all, so this has no original audio. It's all silent. But there's our boy. There's Austin. Rest in peace, baby. Walking in, minding his own good business, ready to perform. I believe that's Hunter right there. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, y'all, he claimed that Eddie Parra invited him to the tent. They have the spotlight on him. This is Karmelo, looking like the inmate that he is, walking to the tent on his own. See how he just came up and turned and made that left? No one invited him. He's just walking on his own. There's Austin's tent, Memorial High School. Everybody's chilling, having a good time. For those who are saying it was raining at this time, it was hardly drizzling. You see that there's still people walking around. No one's melting. Everyone's really chill, copacetic. And y'all, I tried to zoom in to get a better view of underneath the tent. It's pretty dark, but this is literally the best view. Notice how everyone is sitting down. So Andrew Anthony, the father of Carmelo Anthony, said that there were 2 spotlights on the boys. I'm not sure if this is the same footage, but as you can see, that was a lie. According to this video, there is no, because this is what the court released, there's no spotlight on Austin or Hunter. No one is surrounding, everyone's literally sitting down. The altercation is happening right now. This is like the worst feeling, just knowing what's happening underneath that tent. Boom, it happens. He drops the knife, hauls ass down the bleachers, and look, someone attempts to chase him. He's trying to blend in with the crowd. Everybody's, look, they're all running over there underneath the tent to go see what's going on. He stops walking. Look how he slows down and tries to blend in with everyone else. There were no spotlights, as Drew Anthony claimed the court put on Hunter and Austin. You could hardly even see what's going on underneath that tent. I don't know if this is the coach or an officer that's walking him back to the crime scene, because he just committed murder. Yeah, he just committed murder. Walked himself over there. Y'all ever had a kid, a badass kid, do something to you and then they went to go tell on you? This is exactly what happened here. Oh, I'm going to go get some adult. I'm going to get an authority. I'm going to go get someone to make himself look like the victim, knowing he did wrong, ran through the knife. It's disgusting, really, watching this. And for everyone saying it was raining, again, it's water. People play all kinds of sports in bad weather. Our Super Bowls have so many times that it was snowing. Men do not care about this. That is a women's perspective. Specifically Black women who don't like the rain. Why? Because they're weave. Black men, thank God, don't wear weave. And you guys ever notice, like, on all his pictures, he has this little grimace, like he has a little smear on his face, like His eyes are so cold and blank and lifeless, and like there's not any love inside of his look. And then he only shows emotion after the verdict. That's the only time we actually saw him cry. It's like, oh, camera time is over. Close the curtain on all this. Now you're ready for your punishment. It's really sad. It seems as if he was like relishing in all of the attention. You can tell this is someone who never got any attention. He was all performative. It was performance culture in his household. He was the captain of his football team. I want to say that was verified. You see that it didn't matter to him. These accolades didn't matter. He wanted respect. He wanted honor and got it in the wrong way. Austin was literally preparing with his school, with his teammates, doing what he was supposed to do. And then these people who support this are victim blaming and saying, Austin should have gotten a teacher. It was raining. Eddie invited him over there. Eddie was minding his business under his school's tent. He is not friends with Karmelo. They're just mutual acquaintances because Eddie is his girlfriend's cousin. That's it. So all these pictures that were presented of like, oh, here's Karmelo and Eddie's grandma. Yeah, that's because Carmelo's girlfriend has the same grandma. They weren't friends. That's just like having a mutual. And just because like you're dating his cousin doesn't mean that you guys are like friends. And Eddie said that on the stand. He was like, we're not cool like that. And maybe it was his pride, not wanting to be embarrassed and sunned in front of Eddie. But you have to pick your battles wisely. And we need to teach our children how to resolve conflict without a violent solution. You know, I hear so many people, oh, well, he should have kept his hands to himself. Maybe he should have minded his business and sat somewhere else. Rumor has it that his school was late on bringing their tent. It was coming. It was in way. Like, wisdom and discernment, so many people claim that they have it. But teach it to your kids. But you can't teach what you do not own. If you were really wise, he would have just left. You have so much to lose, right? Or did he have so much to gain? I think that he really reveled in this attention. I really don't know why he kneeled down a couple minutes ago when he was in front of the tent. But this is where he's getting cuffed and arrested over here. So all of those claims that his father and mother said that they surrounded him, there were highlights on the boys, on Austin and Hunter, none of that. You can literally see at the point where he stabs Austin and runs up the bleachers, throws the knife and leaves. He probably cut his hand because the police said your hand is bleeding. He probably cut his hand from the force that it took to ram it through Austin's poor chest. So y'all, he's standing there with two officers. He's getting arrested. Track meet is over. And like I said, for all those claiming that the rain was such an issue, there's been so many football games played in the snow, played in the rain. It's fine. That's not an excuse, Black women. Black women, hold yourself accountable for the people that we are raising, just period. You have to give your children wisdom out here in these streets. And for all those people who are saying, he has a right to have a knife, he has a right to carry that for his own protection. You know what? No, you don't. Not at a track meet. This is a school event, you ghetto thugs. And I wouldn't want my child going to school with nobody like this. All these people talking about free Karmelo. No, please leave him in there. Please leave him in there because he's clearly a danger to society. Look at him looking like he already has his inmate suit on. The highlight of his life. Stupid ass. This is the attention. This is what happens when you don't give your kids love at home. This is the type of love and attention they seek.